Yeah, it was an entertaining night. I've never experienced any atmosphere like that before. It was that good. I messed up all my ring walk that we had planned. I started running to the ring. I was excited. I lost it. I lost the rag completely. I was like, I'm going to sit down in this chair, whatever. Frank, massive thank you, Frank. A lot of people don't know, but Frank brought me back from the brink of death and believed in me and gave me a big contract to box again when everybody else was probably scared to get me in the ring again. So massive thanks, Frank. And not only did he do it this time, but he done it the first time as well. He got me to fight with Joey Abel, Derek Chisora for the mandatory position, which led me to fight Vladimir Klitschko. And then he brought me back again from being like a fat man and 28 stone to get me the return of the Mac in Manchester, which was absolutely epic. 20,000 at home from being a big old fat boy 6 months before to selling 20,000 tickets, and it really was the return of the Mac against Sefa. Nobody believed, did they, Frank?
I did.
And then when he announced that we're going to go to Belfast, and we sold 35,000 tickets at the what was it called? Something Park, Windsor Park. And I didn't have a great performance against Francesco Pianetta because I wasn't even there yet. I wasn't even ready. And then I said, do you know what, Frank? I was supposed to have a couple more fights, Frank, wasn't I?
2 more.
I was supposed to have 2 more, same level as Pianetta and Sefa. I said to Frank, you know what? Get me Wilder, because I can't do this. I'm either the best in the world or I'm not. And he's all here to call me a liar. And I wasn't, I'll hold my hand up to this. I wasn't ready for Deontay Wilder the first time. It was too quick. But we took it anyway because I'm a fighting man, and I wanted to prove to the world that I'm back with a bang. We had that great fight over there, Frank, and it's gone on from there really. It's just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It's been like a big snowball rolling down a mountain, and it's peaked out here at Wembley Stadium. And
a European record. Unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Phil. And you know what? Big shout out to Top Rank and Brad, Todd, Bob, everybody else in the office over there. They made it happen in America, in the home of the Gypsy King, Las Vegas. Made some big nights happen with the Wilder 2 fight, Wilder 3, Schwartz, Walling. It was unbelievable. They treated me like a superstar. I went on an American voyage to crack America, conquered America, so to say, and I was brought back to England to a hero's welcome. And what a welcome I had tonight from 94,000 of my fellow countrymen. It was fantastic. So, I was here at the press conference only a few weeks ago on my own when it all started, and single-handedly sold out 94,000 tickets. And I don't believe there's an entertainer in the world in sports on his own can sell 94,000 tickets without even an opponent. So yeah, I'll pat myself on the back for that.
And I think the proof was in the pudding of how many people, how the cheer he got when he came into the ring that Tyson got.
Yeah.
They were Tyson's fans, all of them. And even the couple who may not have been, they certainly were by the time the fight was over. It was a phenomenal performance. For me, he is without a doubt the best heavyweight of his generation. He would be a great heavyweight in any generation, and he's the best. I've got to say it now, probably the best fighter I've ever been involved with.
Frank's been involved with a lot of fighters, so big respect for that, Frank.
And that's a fact, because where you come back from, what you've done, and what you continue doing, it's just amazing. It's amazing. And in most of the fights you come back against Wilder twice, you was an underdog.
Yeah, and come off the canvas twice.
Yeah. And in betting office, betting you as an underdog, and you went and done it in the other guy's backyard.
I'd like to share with everybody in the room. What did I say, Frank, tonight in the changing room to everybody, to me brothers, me dad, trainers? What did I say? Do you remember before the fight?
Go on, tell me again.
Do you remember, Sugar?
I didn't hear it. I just heard everybody cheering and laughing.
I said this is going to be an exceptional performance. I'm going to put on a proper show.
That's exactly what you said, yeah.
I just felt it. I could feel it. I felt good. My feet were good. My jab was good.
Jab was superb.
Jabbing the head right off him.
Derek Chisora's homeless.
Yeah, because Derek Chisora's now homeless, sorry to everybody. He lost his house to Joseph Parker, so unlucky. And Derek, I have got a house next to my house in Morecambe. You are welcome in it any time, my brother. But the moral to the story is, never bet your house on something unless you're 1,000,000% sure. And you can never be sure in the heavyweight division. So now he's homeless. Good luck to him.
Questions? Tyson, many congratulations to Sugar, also the whole team. I was there, your present for your return, so amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know if you realise, I feel like you're getting better.
Yeah, you know, one thing that has happened with me, when I brought Sugar in for the last couple of fights, he took me back to being a ranked novice. He made me feel like a piece of shit, and that's without swearing or anything. He made me feel terrible as a boxer. Like, he took the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, undefeated, and he's the only man who could ever make me feel like a bum, like I'd never had a fight in my life. But it takes a special mentality to go back to brass tacks and back to grassroots and start again. And we put a lot of time in, Sugar, didn't we, over the last few years? What people don't know about all the camps we've had. Without fighting, we've been in camp, we've been in Miami, we've been in Vegas, we've been in Dallas, we've been everywhere. Training with his style. And I think it was an absolute fantastic camp, because we had it in Morecambe Bay, where I'm from, with a good Lancashire fresh air and sea air. Everyone thought that it might not have been a good idea to have it at home, but Andy Lee said to me, you train well at home. Last year it was, so we were at home and was very happy, and we practiced and long range punching, using the jab off the shoulder. And I think everyone will agree with me in here tonight. The shot that Dunn kept catching him was the check hook, wasn't it, Shug? Yeah, I kept clipping him with that check hook, and we practiced on the pads, weren't we? Bang, 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 bang. And then the one thing that amazed me was I clipped the body snatcher with the left hook, to the body, and I went, you heard body snatcher, didn't you? And he went, yeah. So it was funny. Thank you. The answer to your question, though, without rambling on, is, am I getting better? Hell yeah, I'm getting better. I think you're right. Go on, Mike.
Congrats on another great victory.
Thank you.
I noticed, Dillian Whyte was pretty front foot heavy, as we know, and he was moving to be a sucker for the uppercut. Did you know early on in the fight that you were going to catch him with that shot?
I didn't want to let them shots go too early, because he, like the straight 1-2, bang bang, he was catching them on his gloves, and I was shooting it high. I could hear Andy Lee say, shoot it low, but I didn't want to bring it up too early, because he was preparing to block the straight, and I started touching him to the body with the uppercut to the body, and then I just slipped aside and bang, beautiful peach. And it was the time for it. I think it was, what was it, round 5, round 6? 6. I was softening him up with the jab. I didn't want to get involved in a brawl, trading punches like I did against Wilder. I wanted to keep me distance, use me range, and I thought I was boxing really well. I thought I was using a jab, smashing him up with a jab. He tried to make it rough, fair play to him. He was trying to manhandle me in there, but, have you ever tried wrestling with a dinosaur before? I'm like a T-Rex in there. I'm 6'9", 270 pounds. It's difficult, especially when you're a shorter, and you're not as quick as well. And he tried hitting me with the elbows, head. He tried nutting me, done a Vladimir Klitschko on me. He was trying everything. He was using the forearms, trying to elbow me. And then when you try and cheat in a fight, you always come up second best, because he went to nut me and he got cut, which was his own fault. But like I've always said, boxing is not ballet dancing, it's a contact sports fight. So I ain't complaining. Dylan done his thing, and for the man that's been avoided for the best part of 2-3 years, he's been mandatory forever. He deserves his credit, he got his shot, he made millions of dollars thanks to me, and I'm happy with my performance, and I hope he's happy with his performance, because he didn't fight a world champion tonight. I ain't no world champion. I'm a legend in this game, and you can't deny it. I'm the best heavyweight it's ever been. There ain't never been one who could beat me, because you know why? I'm not just being like confident. 6'9" frame, 270 pound weight, can move like a middleweight, can hit like a thunderstorm, and can take a punch like anybody else. Yeah, and I've got balls like King Kong, a heart of a lion, the mindset of the Wizard Oz. It is what it is, but it was a very special night. And what a way to top it all off, Frank.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
You know, it was absolutely fantastic. And, you know, I wasn't 22 months out of the ring. I didn't have a little daughter die 4 weeks before my last fight. I brought her back to life again. I'm sleeping on a hospital bed floor 4 or 5 weeks before I fought Wilder 3.
Yeah.
People don't know all this. I don't complain. I don't make excuses. Me asked me, are you at your best for the Wilder 3? I said, yeah, I am. Because it wasn't Deontay's fault. It was my fault. And I had to deal with my own stuff. But we had injury-free camp. And I trained for 14 weeks for this camp. So yeah, it was good. I felt good. I felt fresh, and I felt sharp, and the performance told it all tonight.
It's superb.
Tyson, you look unbeatable right now at the moment. You're on top, obviously, you're the best heavyweight in the world, and you're all-time great. And I know adrenaline's running high right now at the moment. So what will go into your decision as you move forward and take some time to clear your head to see what you will do next going forward?
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you this one for free. Before I fought Deontay Wilder 3, I was in my house in Vegas, and I said to Paris, I said, this is going to be the last fight, babe. I just don't want to do it anymore. And she said, yes, I'm happy. Let it be the last fight. And then after the fight, I said to her in the shower, I said, it's definitely the last fight. There's no more of this. And then I was happy with that decision, and I get a call from Frank saying, you know, we can do a homecoming fight at Wembley. And I was like, you know, I said to Paris, I said, I've got to go one more time. I've got to get the old boots out again. And you know, it was a tough decision because I was happy being in Morecambe retired. I used to go to the gym to watch Joe Parker train and the boys, Tommy. And I used to say to Andy, I'm happy I'm retired. Do you remember, Andy? And then I come back for a big fight at home, and it's been amazing. I couldn't have topped it off. It's been a fairy tale few years. It's been absolutely more than I ever dreamed of as a kid and as an adult. So big thank you to everybody who's helped me in my career, promoters, trainers, managers, all the journalists, all the TV companies, ESPN Plus, ESPN, BT Sport, Box Office, BT Sport, everybody, because everybody played a big part in the making of the Gypsy King. I wasn't just made easy. It took a long time. So I'm very happy with my career. I've won it. By the way, I do take a lot of pride in this, and I know pride's not the best thing to be, but very proud of. I've won 2 English titles, 2 British titles, 2 Commonwealth titles, the Irish title, the European title, WBO Intercontinental, WBO International, WBO Super, WBA Super, IBF, IBO, Ring Magazine, Lineal, WBC, WBC Mayan, WBC Global. I've won every belt there is to win. There isn't nothing more I can do. I've won every belt in the game. If this was a computer game, it would definitely be completed, for sure.
Tyson, congratulations.
Thank you.
Epic performance. You also missed the fact that you were Fighter of the Year twice as well.
I got Fight of the Year twice. I got Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. I got Upset of the Year. I got Comeback of the Year. I don't think there's an award I haven't won. I got Round of the Year. And I almost won Inspiration of the Year as well. Yeah. So, yeah, not too shabby.
Obviously, you're reigning Ring Magazine and WBC champion just now. There's a lot of retirement talk, but surely you're going to hold on to your championship belts at least for another 6 months. When it gets to Usyk against Joshua 2, there's going to be calls for you to fight the winner of that fight. Will you dismiss it? Will you take your time to think about it?
You know what? I've said what I've said, and I'm happy with my decisions. I'm going to go home with my wife, my kids. Spent a lot of time on the road. I've been away a long time. I've fulfilled everything I've ever wanted to fulfill. I'm going to retire as the only second heavyweight in history after Rocky Marciano to retire undefeated. 2-time Ring Magazine heavyweight champion of the world. There's never been a Ring Magazine holder in my era, not one of them, and there hasn't been a Lineal in my era either, because all roads led to the Gypsy King, and I was unbeatable at this game. I definitely think so, but I'm not ruling out. I will not rule out exhibitions for sure. Get some of that Floyd Mayweather money. You know, I want to have fun. You know, I'm an entertainer. You saw tonight, I entertain. It's what I do best. I'm an entertainer. So I want to have a lot of fun. You know, Big Francis Ngannou was here today. He's on my hit list in an exhibition fight, however he wants it, in a cage, in a boxing ring, boxing gloves, UFC gloves, we can make it happen. I think everyone wants to see he's a monster of a guy. I'm a monster of a guy, so it'll be a clash of the titans for sure. Thank you.
Tyson, this is Matt for Into Boxing.
Yep.
First off, congratulations. Second of all, with everything you've achieved in your career, where does that entrance and coming out in front of 94,000 people rank? Because you must have to pinch yourself. You've been away to America.
Yeah.
You've come back. Did you expect this when the fight got announced?
That was the icing on the cake, you know, and the ring walk music and thing was planned. It was something that I wanted to do. It means a lot to me, that song, the Biggie Smalls song, because it was just a dream. It was all a dream, and it all come to reality. So it was unbelievable. It was just an amazing night. Ring walk was very special to me. I got lost in ring walk actually. I started running and screaming and jumping. I was on fire tonight. I really enjoyed myself, and it was phenomenal. You know, the fans were amazing. Everybody, the whole show was amazing. If you could have planned the perfect show, perfect ring walk, perfect entrance, a perfect fight, I couldn't have planned that any better. Look at me. I've not looked in the mirror, but I don't feel like there's a mark on me. I never took any damaging blows. I've got out of the ring in one piece, like I said to God in the beginning when I was there. I said, let both men get out of the ring in one piece. Dillian's up. Hopefully he goes home to his family in one piece, and he does. And we can both go home and enjoy our spoils of war. And that's what it's about. And that lady there asked 3 times, so I'm going to come to you next. Fire away.
Tyson, congratulations.
Thank you.
I heard you say you're at your happiest when on the ring, and you're getting paid for doing something you absolutely love, and you would do it for free anyway.
Yes.
So, first of all, how does it feel to be in this position? What are the qualities that allowed you to be above all other human beings that try to defeat you on the ring? And also, are you really sure you're ready to give up the adrenaline, the lifestyle, and the ring to retire right now?
It was absolutely fantastic. You know, I feel at home in that ring. I feel like a dolphin in the water in that ring. It's what I do best. It's what I was born to do. You know, people are born and they never find a calling card. Some people do, some people don't. But I really do believe that I was always meant to be heavyweight champion of the world. There's nothing else that I was ever going to be. From being a little boy, I was always destined to be the heavyweight champion. There was nobody that didn't believe it. My family all believed. So it was. It's been a very special career to me. Very special.
Tyson over here. WWE have announced the UK pay-per-view show in September in Cardiff. It's the first big stadium show here since 1992.
Yeah.
A question to you, the Gypsy King. Are you going to be there? Are you going to be competing?
Sorry, can you say that again? Because I misheard you.
The WWE announced a UK pay-per-view show in September in Cardiff. It's the first big stadium show here since
1992, yeah.
Are you going to be there?
Don't rule me out of fighting there. You might see me at SummerSlam coming up soon. I got to speak to Vince and the boys. Maybe make this happen. I know there's Drew McIntyre's been saying a lot of things about me. I have to knock him out like I did his pal. You know, I'd love to be at Cardiff. I'd love to be back in the centre stage in the UK, especially for the wrestling. I enjoyed it last time in Saudi Arabia. It was fantastic. So to come here and do it would be phenomenal. And we're definitely going to make a bit of contact and see can we make that SummerSlam thing a reality.
What did you think when Dillian Whyte came out Southpaw in the first round?
I didn't think much of it, to be fair. Did it confuse me? No, because I did it straight back to him in round 2. I don't know if you noticed that. It was like he came out Southpaw, I come out Southpaw. It was different. I know Dillian was never going to stick to a Southpaw for the full fight because he doesn't do that. But it was good, you know. Dillian was a tough man. He took a lot of punches, good punches to the body and head, good jab breaking him up. Strong man, big, tough, strong man, but my range is very special, and I can keep him at that range. And if they walk into me, Andy Lee was saying in the corner, he's gonna chuck it all away and he's gonna come straight at you because he's gonna get impatient. And Sugar was going, right. Do you know what Sugar said to me in round 5? He went, I want you to break this mother beep 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 up. He said, unload on him. He said, hit him to the body with that right hand and hit him to the top with it. Let him have it, wouldn't you, Shug? Send it straight down the middle he was going. And I think it was round five, I hit him to the body, bang, with a left hook and hurt him. And then I put one downstairs with the right. It was good, you know, we had a good game plan. The game plan, I don't know, did you think it worked to what we were saying on the garden yesterday morning, Shane? Yeah, so, and when he started walking forward like that, pushed it straight down the middle and then right up, bang, you know.
You actually told me at the end of the round, at the end of the 5th round, that's what, it was this round, the 6th round, you're going to get him out.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Tyson, how would you rate that finisher? Was that the best punch you ever threw? And possibly the last, obviously.
I threw some good punches in my career, but it was definitely a Wembley Stadium showstopper, wasn't it? Big right uppercut. I think Lennox Lewis could definitely be proud of that. It was definitely a great shot, and I was very happy with referee Mark Lyson. He'd done a fantastic job, because if he would have allowed it to continue and me to storm into him and hit him with 2 or 3 more, he may have been in some serious trouble. So big shout out to the ref, and he made the right call, fantastic call, because he was all over the place. I was actually concerned, even though I just chinned him, that it may have been allowed, and I was no ref, don't let it go on, because I had to take him out. I would have had to plough into him again and hurt him, and I didn't really want to do that, but the referee made the right decision, and that was it.
Time and time again, the people that do write you off, you prove them on, but prove them wrong. Just a message to them. I know, you know, it won't bother you, but just a message to the people that do continue to doubt.
You know, I don't think they doubt me. I think they love me. 94,000 at Wembley, the biggest crowd ever in this country, in Europe.
That's it.
No, people don't doubt me. They love me in this country, and I love them. And 94,000 of my fellow countrymen and women packed in here tonight, spent their hard-earned money on tickets, and I'm overwhelmed with the support I've had. You know, 10 years ago, I couldn't sell 10,000 tickets. Even when I went to Germany, I was the underdog to fight Klitschko in his own town. I was like, I've always been the opponent. I've been on the road fighter, a bit like Marvin Hagler, road warrior. Just give him a bag, send him over there, send the big Jippo in, get in. And he goes to Germany, beats Vlad, goes to America as an opponent. I'm always in the away corner as well. And then it was about time I got my just desserts as the home fighter against Eric Chisora twice. Yeah. I was the away fighter. Yeah. I've been the underdog my whole life. I'm still the underdog. Look at me, I'm fat as anything. But the old fat boy can fight. And you know what it is, no matter how many times people put you down and write you off in life, never pay attention to it, because it doesn't mean anything. Because I proved, as just a normal looking man, average Joe, that anything is possible, no matter where you are in your life, how dark of a place you're in. It doesn't get any darker than committing suicide, and I was there. To come back to lose all that weight, to lose over 10 stone in weight, and get back mentally well again, and regain the crown jewels in boxing. It's been a fantastic career, and you should never let anybody crush your dreams, because anything is possible, and I'm definitely proof that it's true. Thank you.
I didn't think we'd ever see a retirement shot like we saw with Carl Froch, and he's always said that finishing his career like that with one unbelievable shot at a packed Wembley made stepping away easier. Do you think that will be similar with you? That it was just such a perfect ending, a walk-away knockout?
You know what? If it was a knockout, and I was very happy with the knockout, but if it would have been a 12-round points decision, I would have been happy with that. And for me, it's not about anything else but getting the W. I've always been about getting the W. And lately, we found out that the big GK is as strong and as powerful as any heavyweight that there's been. But I didn't used to use it before. I was like a slick boxer, trying to slip and slide and not get touched. But now I'm using the weight on them and really letting them have it. It's been paying dividends in my last few fights, as you've seen. It's been like, my last few fights have been like the gunfight at the OK Corral with old Deontay. But with Deontay Wilder, you can't try and box him. You can't outbox him, because if you outbox him for 12 rounds and he lands one punch and you wake up on the floor, it's pointless. So you've got to drag him into a fight. And I showed that. I was put down, kissed the canvas 4 times against the man. We've had a good battle royale, and then Dillian here. Everyone thought he was a dangerous man. Well, he was, but I showed I was levels above that. So yeah, it's been fantastic, and you know, like I say, I've enjoyed my career. It's been a fantastic career, and at 34 in a minute, every good dog has its day, and I know Frank will be unhappy about that, and Todd and Top Rank, but you know, there's a lot of money to be earned. But for me, you know, I come from fuck all. I come from nothing. You know, it's never been about money. I'm not a money person. I drive around in a 07 Passat on a 56 plate diesel. I don't care. I don't care what I've got. It's never been about money to me. I know a lot of people with money, big money, but none of them are happy. Not one of them. And I know money can't make happiness. It's not even been about belts for me. It's not been about legacies. It's not been about anything apart from punching a motherfucker's face right in on the night. That's all it's ever been about. Excuse the language. All I ever want to do is win. The money aside, money's beautiful, great. It's great to be paid for what you do. And if you're good at something, Ben Davison told me, if you enjoy something and you're good at it, you'll get paid for it. So I enjoy boxing, I was good at it, and I've been paid for it, but it's not the be all and end all of anything. I could end up in the council flat at any time, don't worry about that. So it is what it is. And would it change me as a person? No. Do I need a mansion and a Rolls Royce? I don't. I've got them, but I don't need them. But it doesn't make you as a man. A man is what you are in here. And if you're a good person in here and you've got fuck all, you'll do for me. But if you're a millionaire and you're horrible, I don't want to know you, because I've only got time for good people. Huh? Did you see you not being smoothed out? I didn't see, to be honest. But I don't know.
It was a pretty brutal knockout. Have you spoke to Dillian afterwards? You said he's back up. Have you been in his changing room? How is he? What's your message?
I spoke to Dillian after the fight. I gave him a kiss and a cuddle and a hug. I thanked him. And I told him, I said, you'll be a world champion, Dylan. But tonight you just had to meet a great in the game, and that was it. He come and give it his best. Listen, there's no embarrassment losing to a better man on the night. At least you got the guts to go in there and have a fight. People will say, oh, Dillian Whyte was shit. They'll say this, and I've seen them. People who've never had a fight in their life, they call professional boxers rubbish. And I'm like, please get a glove on and have a fight yourself, and then tell me if you're shit or not. So big shout out to Dylan and his team. You know, here, everyone thought it was going to kick off, didn't you, Frank? In here, when we first come up face to face, thought it'd be a kick off, but we behaved like gentlemen all the way through, me and him. We diffused it all, the animosity, shook hands. I thought the weigh-in was one of the best weigh-ins I've ever seen. Never mind getting each other by the throat. We was dancing to the music. It was great. It was fantastic. I've never seen it done before. Have you, Shug?
No, it was like a telethon or something. It was it was more like a celebration.
Yeah, and what's that saying we do? What do we turn restaurants into?
Parties, nightclubs.
Exactly.
Tyson, congrats for your winning. My name is Andrei. I'm from Ukraine, and I have a question. What do you think about fight Joshua with Usyk, and you want fight with who?
Yeah, I think it was a good fight when it happened last year. Yeah, and whoever wins. Good luck to the both guys. I hope that they both train well and have good preparation, and they give the fans the best fight possible. And to be honest, the honest answer to that is, Clark Gable will say, I just don't give a damn. Quite frankly, I just don't give a damn who wins. None of my business. And the one thing that I've always prided myself on is never getting involved in anybody else's business. He looks like Usyk. Are you Usyk's brother? He does look like him, doesn't he?
Frank, is a big challenge for you to get back to change his mind, or you just let him ride off into the sunset?
I'm not even going to go there. He's the guy who gets in the ring, he's the guy who takes the punches. And if he doesn't feel that he wants to fight, what am I going to try and coerce him or force him into doing that? Because that's how fighters get hurt.
Exactly.
And he needs to be, if he's fighting, he needs to be up there, right, in his own mind, of his own free will to do it. And that's how it is. He's been phenomenal.
I've done everything asked of me. I've done more promotion, more interviews than anybody. I go above and beyond to promote these shows that I fight on. So I definitely deserve to be able to make a choice where I think that it benefits me the most. I've given 20 years to boxing, amateur and professional. I've had my brains knocked out. I've been put down, I've been dropped, I've been cut. I've had tough fights, I've had draws, I've had wins, I've boxed all over the world. And you know, how much blood can you get out of a stone? I've given everything to you guys, put it on the line every single time. And enough is enough. Like I say, if it was about money, I'd continue, but it ain't about money, so I'm happy.
That's the last question.
Yep. Todd?
Well, all I know is this would have been Bob's amazing night. You know, he's 90, came into the business in 66.
Yeah.
And I know he's sitting there, and I know you talked to him.
I spoke to him on the phone.
You talked to him in the ring, and I know he would want to be here more than anything.
Yeah.
It was like we talked about the press conference.
Yeah.
Historical for me. Yep. Historical for him, and I know historical for all of us. But he was. It's really his body of work to watch what you did tonight.
You know what? When I had a meeting with Bob in 2019, I said to Bob, I said, "What's the motivation, Bob? Why at nearly 90 years old? Why do you want to be involved with the British heavyweight?" He was going, "Well," he said, "I came into this game promoting the best heavyweight in the world," and he said, "I'm going out of it promoting the best heavyweight in the world as well." I said, "Fair play to you." So yeah, big shout out to everybody. Thank you very much and good night. God bless.